Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be dealing with this big mess. So basically what has happened here is the chain has gone beyond the cog system into the spokes, and then the spokes have dragged the derailleur around and just made a big mess of everything. So my first instinct was that I needed a new derailleur. However, experience tells me that the derailleur is made mainly of pressed bits of steel. So I'm wondering whether or not, if we remove this derailleur, dismantle it and just straighten these bits of metal out, whether or not we can fix this. And then we need to look at preventing this from happening again. As you can see here on this spoke, obviously it's impacted. I have just done a quick basic check on the spokes, and so far we haven't got a broken spoke, so luckily they're all intact. So normally with a new bike like this one originally did, they do have a piece of plastic behind this cog system. However, those bits of plastic become brittle and shatter and then fall off, and then seemingly you can't replace them. There doesn't seem to be any availability from the bike shops for the spoke protector. So we'll have a look at how we can resolve that moving forward. So first thing we need to do is get this removed and see if we can straighten this up. So I've removed the wheel. Now the problem with this bike is that it doesn't have any spoke protection on this wheel. Now when these bikes come new, and this was a new bike that I bought from Halfords, it did have a spoke guard behind the freewheel to stop the derailleur going into the spokes and damaging the wheel. What happened is the derailleur did do that whilst the bike was relatively new. I took it back to Halfords, the bike shop, and they said it was not a warrantable thing, but as a gesture of goodwill they would replace the derailleur and the wheel, and but they never replaced the spoke guard. I queried that, and the spoke guard apparently can't be bought, and having had a quick look online, come to the same conclusion, just can't find a spoke guard to protect the spokes and to stop this from happening. So the plan is, let's make a spoke guard. So I bought this clear tub and with these little chocolates inside, and what we're going to do is cut this lid out, drill out the centre so it goes onto the wheel, and then we're going to have quite a large spoke guard to prevent this from happening. Should the derailleur miss the top cog, it will just hit up against that bit of plastic rather than, as it's done in this instance, inserting itself into the wheel. So the first thing we need to do is just remove the freewheel. Next thing we've got to do is just get a pen and mark up what size hole we need in the centre of this disc. So we've got the hole cut out, doesn't quite fit, so I'm just going to trim it out. With that installed now, I'm just going to put the knife there and just rotate it around to even up, make sure it's a perfect circle. As you can see, as it goes round, it's just sort of peeling off bits of the edge. So I think that's about as round as I'm going to get it. What I did actually do is put this onto there and then spin it round to mark it out, and then trimmed it round with the scissors again. But if I did want a perfect circle, I could keep working on that with the knife to smooth it all out. But I'm happy with that as it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and install the freewheel. So as you can see, this gives me quite a bit more protection over the freewheel to prevent the derailleur from going back in. So I did try and straighten out the existing derailleur by dismantling it, and didn't get it too bad, to be honest. However, this part that was pressed onto there came off, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to successfully get that refitted on there. So unfortunately this derailleur is scrap, so that's going to go in the bin, and I'll source myself another derailleur to replace this. So this is the bike after the unit has been installed, and I've done about sort of 40-50 miles on the bike. Set up the derailleur again, and I've reused the existing chain. The existing chain had a slight bend in one of the links, which, just using a pair of pliers, I've managed to twist and straighten that. So as you can see, I've used a bit of chain wax, like a white grease on here, just to stop corrosion. You can't really notice that this used to be a lid for some sweets. So as you can see, no conflicts between the chain and the guard. All seems to be working fine, so I'm really happy with this repair. If you could like and subscribe, it will help me to make more videos just like this.